Center County. It is great to be here, home to Penn State and the Nittany Nation. I'm sorry, we just can't say it often enough. We are. We are. We are. Thank you. You bet. And you know what? And we're going to welcome Donald J. Trump as the 47th President of the United States. Now, I'm Congressman G.T. Thompson, proud Penn State graduate and Dean of the Pennsylvania Congressional Delegation. A couple questions for you. Let's do a little reminiscing. Do you remember when gas was under $2 a gallon? Do you remember when you could afford to buy every item that was actually on your grocery list? Do you remember when we respected and supported law enforcement? Yeah. Do you remember when determining boys from girls was just based on biology? Yeah. When Al-Qaeda, Iran, Russia, and Hamas were not threatening the world with war? That was when Donald J. Trump was President of the United States. Now, America must be strong, and for that to happen, Pennsylvania has to be strong. And that's not going to happen as Kamala Harris gets another 4 years. We can't afford that. The best predictor of future performance is past performance. And Harris's record has been a disaster for Pennsylvania. It's time to turn the page and close the book on this nightmare. Let's send her back to San Francisco. How's that sound? Now, I've got another question for you, and I'm not sure these great students are going to know the answer to this one. It's a little dated, but how many do you recall rice-a-roni? A few remember. That's good. Well, I got to tell you, no offense to rice-a-roni, but Kamala Harris is no San Francisco treat. Since Harris took office, you have spent nearly $25,000 more thanks to Kamala inflation. Now, this is a tax you can't afford. And I will tell you, the worst of politicians will tell you only what they think you want to hear in order to get elected. That's Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Does anyone truly believe she now supports fracking for energy production? No, of course not. And she'll kill natural gas production. She'll do that and stop fracking by ending drilling permitting, by smothering energy production in unnecessary regulations, and taxing this God-given resource to death. We are blessed to be on one of the greatest land-grant universities in the United States of America, Penn State. I don't know if you know this, but today, harmful Harris-Biden education college financial assistance policy changes that they just made in the past year now make it almost impossible for children of farmers and small business owners to afford any college or university. They deserve better. She will kill the future of the Pennsylvania economy. She will ruin our future and those of our children. And we cannot afford to go back to these job-killing policies of harmful Harris. A vote for Harris is a vote to end opportunity. Now, President Trump has always stood with our Pennsylvania families. His policies have meant more money in your pockets and more Pennsylvania energy jobs. And a strong economy needs a strong workforce. In 2018, I was proud to stand in the Oval Office with President Trump. It's pretty cool for a kid that was from the town of Howard, Pennsylvania. There you go. Where we have about 600 people and one red light. And to be able to stand in that Oval Office with President Trump when he signed my legislation that modernized career and technical education and signed that into law. You know, working with President Trump was a tremendous honor and an opportunity to make a real difference in the lives of American citizens and the citizens here of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And together, we restored rungs on the ladder of opportunity. President Trump knows that where you start in life should not limit your future. It's more important where you end up in life. And I was proud to also work with the President to expand telemedicine, providing greater access to higher quality and more affordable health care. You know, as the first Penn Stater ever and the first Pennsylvania member of Congress in 170 years, the chair of the U.S. House Agriculture Committee, I want to do a shout out and a thank you to all of our farmers who might be here today. Yeah. I see ya. These are the folks that work so hard 7 days a week to provide us with food and fiber, building materials, energy resources. They give us economic security. They give us food security. And quite frankly, they give us national security because of what they do. You know, agriculture is Pennsylvania's #1 industry, and it's critical to our economy. These hard-working Pennsylvania farm families provide us with the food, fiber, and fuel that we depend on each and every day. Our farmers under Harris are struggling with a farm crisis that is giving us food insecurity for you and national insecurity for our nation. Now, President Trump has always had the farmers' backs, lowering their costs, reducing their regulatory burdens, and expanding their markets. And as chairman of the House Agriculture Committee, I look forward to once again working with the farmer's friend, Donald Trump, to make agriculture great again. President Trump cares about your future. Well, I would do a couple shout-outs here as well. We've had some great people that we've recognized, great Americans. And this one I want to do a shout-out to the Penn State College Republicans. They have recruited record members to be a part of Penn State College Republicans. You know, they've also knocked on more than over 1,750 doors. And today, in addition to this event, they were deploying individuals leading the largest congressional Republican door-knocking effort in history in Pittsburgh today. Thank you to our college Republicans. I also want to thank many of you, because many of you had a part of in this last thing, which just blows my mind. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Thanks to all who have helped close the Pennsylvania voter gap by more than 800,000 Republicans that we have than when President Trump was first elected in 2016. Those are the kinds of efforts that makes this election too big to rig. Now, Pennsylvania, I would ask that stand united behind President Trump to be Pennsylvania strong, Pennsylvania proud, and Pennsylvania successful. We are, and we must elect Donald Trump as the 47th President of the United States. God bless you, and thank you for what you're going to do during these next 10 days. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote. Win, win, win. God bless you.